Hi guys, welcome to the second part of the Project Quasar build, and you've probably guessed it already from seeing what's in front of you. Sorry, I'm still trying to gain back my voice here, so you'll have to bear with me, I do apologise. But this project is made a little bit easier for us because we can use something that's already out there. And if you do watch a lot of YouTube shorts or TikToks or anything like that, I'm not on TikTok myself, but stumbled upon this on YouTube shorts. It's actually a gel blaster company that already makes kind of what we need. So I ordered this, it took a while to get here. And let's just take this stuff out the box here so we can have a look. So this is a gel blaster. It's electric. It uses the 8mm gel balls. And the way this works out the box is you have a little battery. Comes with this tiny 7.4 volt battery. We could plug in there. I'm sorry if this is loud. I think that's safety off, so semi is a bit but auto works absolutely fine. So it's a gel blaster. It uses these 500 round gel magazines which pop in there. And once you lock it in place, you can actually prime it. And what that does, it's got a little motor in each of these magazines, and that drops the gel balls down this tube, which goes up into the top of the gun here. And when I got this, I was kind of sort of like seeing whether this could be done. Unfortunately, the battery door was broken on mine, but it was about £60–65. And this is basically a Bullpup revolver pistol from Cyberpunk 2077. So obviously these ideas are playing around in my head. You've got these wicked little drum mags, which aren't expensive either. And when you pull the trigger on the gun, it puts power to the magazine, which feeds the BBs, or the gel balls, through this tube up into the gun here. But I couldn't find any information of people taking this apart or how it works. So we're going to take a look at this today. Do actually have 3 of these, but I've got a buddy printing me some new feed tubes for the magazine. So he's sort of CADing them up and doing them so it fits 6mm BBs instead of 8mm gel balls. So let's pull this thing apart. So we're going to need a 2 or a 1.5. We're going to need a 2. So you've got a ton of screws on this thing. So we're going to have to try and remember where all these go. But I thought this would be an interesting build here. And it's one of those things where you have a late night and one thing goes to another and you're like, or before you even know it, you're ordering parts or ordering the gel blaster. This was ordered from Zendu Toys, I think it was. They do loads of different things, and you know what I find weird now is some of the gel blaster companies are getting more intuitive and sort of creative than the airsoft companies are. And they do have some really wacky stuff on there, which is just primed, ready for some conversion. So we can pull this off here. Should come off this side as well. Don't think anything holding it on. So 3 screws, we can remove that back plate. This is just a simple micro switch which allows you to prime the magazine. So my battery door was broken, but that's not too big of an issue. So let's start pulling this thing apart. So pull the safety lever off because I bet that has to come off. It's going to be a pain. Right, pull that off. Very straightforward. And now we've got all these 2mm bolts So let's start taking these out. It's another short one, which was holding that together. Seems I was right about that battery door. It's snapped off. So this will look very familiar to some of you. And looking at this now, there's no reason why you couldn't just pull one of these apart and pop an AEP gearbox in there out of like a Mac 10 or a MP7. The only thing you'd have to do is then fit some kind of hop unit. And of course a way to feed the BBs up. So this is going to be the next part where we get stuck, because this channel is just far too wide. So that's going to be the next part I asked my friend to make, if he's going to be able to do that. And yeah, we've just got a simple micro switch, which is going to be easy. We have a simple toggle switch for the auto, so that might be easy as well to do with the Polestar jack. I'm not sure how we're going to plug the auto feed, if that's something we can do with a jack. It would be nice as well to have something maybe 3D printed or made, so this on the end we could have it with perhaps maybe a thread on, so we could suppress it. But you'll see here, this is just a plastic airsoft, you know, AEP gearbox, with just a bigger style nozzle on they've just literally glued like a nozzle piece on the front there to make it wider. And they don't have a hop up, it's literally just a feeder, a chonking barrel. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to pull this out, and I'm hoping the Polestar jack will fit in here just fine. Obviously going to want to keep that part in because we can prime the magazine like that. So yeah, a bit of wiring to do here. It's going to be an interesting little project, but this is what I'm going to be using to build the Quasar DR-12 from Cyberpunk 2077, as well as having it HPA. Again, I really am sorry if my voice is annoying you, but there's nothing I can do about it. But oof, it's going to be close. It's going to be close indeed. Yeah, might have an issue with this being a bit too long. Can we pull this out? I don't want to remove everything just yet because I want to see if we can obviously wire everything in, but this is where it's going to go. We might just get away with it. We could move this down if really needed. But yeah, I think it's gonna work. But you know, we'll have you know, a box-fed Bullpup style revolver from Cyberpunk 2077. If these hold 500 gel balls, they're probably going to hold more BBs. And perhaps in the next video, we'll take one of these apart and see what's clicking with that. But it looks like this is going to be doable. I'm not sure what's going on with this board here. We're going to have a look at that. The major key is getting, obviously, the micro switch, which is going to give us our trigger. That's not a big problem at all. It's going to be very easy. We could even 3D print our own custom trigger if we wanted to, because it's a very simple design. After that, it's just finding the wires that will switch it to full auto, and then we're going to have to piggyback the power from somewhere for these connectors to feed the magazine as we fire it. So if there's any electrical geniuses out there that want to chime in on this project, I'm all ears. This will be an interesting project for sure. So this is where we are. Now we've got to do the hard bit. So thanks for tuning in to part 2 of the Quasar build, and I'll see you in the next video.